Okay, today's video, I want to talk about Gerber's warranty department's response to my broken Gerber blade. Hey folks, my name is Brian, and you are watching Survival on Purpose. Okay, well, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. I just wanted to shoot today a quick video. If you saw my earlier video about the Gerber profile, you saw that I create a little scallop effect in the blade here, which is not as, maybe you can see it better like this. Put this paper up behind it. So I got a little scallop effect in the blade, chips, a couple chips in it. So I was doing this while I was batoning a little, about a 2-inch, 2-inch piece of oak that had a lot of knots in it, or at least one knot in particular. So I sent Gerber an email. And I want to go over real quickly. I got the response. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, don't worry, but I did want to go over the relevant details. Some people have asked me what Gerber's response would be. So let me just say right off the bat, if you've seen any of my other videos about Gerber products, I am a fan of Gerber. A lot of people, some people aren't. I am. I think Gerber makes a really good product for the money, and they have always really impressed me. I've got several Gerber products and I've always liked them. So I was a little surprised actually when this thing broke, when the blade shipped, but I was certainly giving it fits, as they speak. I was beating the tar out of it, so doing batoning. So I was kind of thinking, you know what, that might qualify as abuse. So without further ado, let me just read you a couple quick things. My first email, I said blah blah blah, you know, whatever. After splitting a piece of oak by striking the back of the blade with a wooden baton, I noticed the cutting edge of the blade was missing a couple chunks. I went on to tell them that I understood that what I was doing might be considered beyond normal use, but that the bushcraft community seems to demand a knife that can be used with a baton to split and chop wood, so I include that in all my fixed blade knife reviews. So, you know, here we go. I also told them please understand, I wasn't writing this to try to get them to cover my possible abuse of a $20 knife. I mean, this thing cost me 18 bucks at Walmart. I just wanted to see, you know, what their thoughts were on this, what their response was to it. I told them that I like Gerber products and I want to hear what they think about it, that I do not do negative reviews and I don't trash products. There's plenty, if you want to watch reviews of trashed videos of people that have trashed products, they're all over the internet. You can find enough negativity to last you the rest of your life. I prefer to maintain positive reviews and positive videos on my channel. So if I post a video of a review I did, it's probably going to be because I like it. Unless it's something I really think is a big problem that could cause you you know, possible danger or life-threatening to you in the field, then I'm just not gonna trash stuff. It's not what I do. To cut to the chase, I said I have some questions. Is something like this covered under warranty, even on a $20 knife? Valid question, I thought. What are your thoughts as to what may have caused it to chip as it did, and anything else that you would like to communicate about Gerber to my subscribers? So a couple days, I did this on like a Friday, so it was over the weekend. A couple of days I got a response back, and again, I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but basically it was a standard warranty response, and the part that I do want to talk about, it says this warranty does not cover damage due to rust, accident, loss of product, improper use, abuse, negligence, or modification. Normal wear and tear is not covered. If the product failed while being used as it was intended to be used, we will service under the warranty. And then it goes on to say they'll either, you know, repair it, replace it, or substitute it, or whatever at their option. And then it's got the address and all where to send it. And I'll put that in the description below if you want to know about Gerber's warranty, where to send it. There's no sense in me reading that to you right now. You know, blah blah blah, all the standard warranty stuff it tells you, right? Send it back. So I got 3 questions. What is considered intended use? What constitutes improper use? And what constitutes abuse? Okay, so that's kind of what the warranty said. I got a really good response from Gerber, and and this was from one of the warranty managers actually. So at the risk of being boring, I'm going to read you a lot of it word for word because I think it's very good details and knowledge that you might be interested in knowing. So, okay, 1, intended use is fairly self-explanatory. It's a knife used for cutting primarily. However, I do know this knife can withstand batoning if performed properly, as you did demonstrate via your video. We appreciate that you acknowledge the knot in the knotty oak may have caused the breakage of the blade. You did an excellent review, blah, 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 of the product's capability. Overall, if needed in a pinch, the knife can perform in circumstances beyond its natural ability. It may be at the expense of the blade, however, based on the level of abuse the project experiences. This is true with just about any survival knife. Okay, that sounds reasonable to me. I can't really argue with that. Improper use or abuse. I like this part. Having a bad day, decide to bash your knife or product with a sledgehammer. That constitutes abuse. Jamming the knife into a tree and using it as a step support, definitely abuse and or improper use. Taking apart some nailed together lumber by prying with a knife certainly defines improper use. I believe your video elaborates a bit more on some of the more extended capabilities the product holds outside of cutting, not so much abuse or misuse. We may not define the use of the product outside of cutting ability, but we understand that the product is capable of much, much more. So, they're saying batoning, this knife is okay to baton. If it breaks, they'll fix it. You know, they can't guarantee, obviously, that it's not going to break it. Our products are designed to be used as intended. What defines as intended? Quite simply, what are most knives used for? Cutting. Again, we do understand this can extend beyond the cutting ability. If this product failed while using as intended, we're very happy to replace the product for a new replacement per our warranty statement. She went on to say, I'm unsure if we can improve on the profile's ability to cut through knotty oak successfully, but we are interested in trying. So anyway, truly any knife can experience a failure of some sort with enough effort on the consumer's part. You're testing the product to determine its capability is what we encourage with consumers prior to taking the product out in a real world situation, but certainly within reason. We do not encourage testing to failure, but test to the extent the consumer intends to use. We want to make sure the product lives up to the consumer's expectations in a real world scenario. They went on to say, well, they think I tested it realistically, and though it did finally experience a failure, that I acknowledged it probably wasn't the product's fault. They would encourage me to return this product for a new replacement, perhaps to test it again. They'd be very interested in knowing the results. You know, how can you argue with that? Obviously, I beat the tar out of this knife above and beyond normal use, intended use, but they did acknowledge that, you know what, it's capable of more than that, and they understand that, you know, people are going to use their knives for different things. You know, I got a lot of respect for that. And again, one more thing I want to mention. I said something about this titanium type coating. It's actually titanium nitrate, and it really does do a good job. They also went on to tell me that I wasn't sure about the steel, that the steel is 7CR17 MOV, which is equivalent to 440A. It's Chinese steel. It's sharpened best by using a light machine oil and a diamond stone, 15 degrees per side, 30 total for the best edge retention. So, pretty good, a little bit of extra detail there from the warranty department, Gerber. Just want to give you a heads up on where we stood on this, the old chipped blade on the profile. I am going to be boxing this up and sending it back to Gerber. And when I get the replacement new one, we'll take a look at it again. I hope I didn't bore you too much with this. I thought these facts and these details might have been something you were interested in if you've been interested in this little saga of the broken Gerber. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get the new one. I'll box this one up tomorrow and try to get it in the mail, and hopefully it won't be long. We'll have a new one to check out. I really appreciate you watching my videos as always. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking the thumbs up, for following me on Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff. Everything you do helps, and I really appreciate it. Remember, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.